distracts the audience as well as the performance. There is also no unauthorized recording of this performance due to copyright laws. The cast for tonight will be Tevya, Tanner Spaulding, Perchik, Casey Lamb. Grandma Seidel will be played by Rowan Black. Shindell will be played by Amanda Lee. The consul will be played by Ryan Mill. And Yenta will be played by Caitlin Cox. At this time, we ask you to enjoy the performance of Fiddler on the Roof.
A fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? You might say, here in our little village of Tevya, every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? Well, we stay because Tevya is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That's a simple answer. I can tell you in one word. Tradition! Tradition! Covered and always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition start? And I'll tell you. I don't exactly know, but it's tradition. And because of our traditions, each one of us knows who he is and what God expects him to do.
Children sing his daily prayers and has the right as master of the house to have the final word at home. The mama, tradition, the mama, tradition. What's the way to make a proper home? Quiet home, a kosher home. We must raise a family and run the home. So Papa's feet are in the holy ground. The mama, tradition. The mama, tradition. At 3 I started Hebrew school, at 10 I learned a trade. I hear they picked a bride for me, I hope she's pretty. The sons, tradition, the sons, tradition.
And who does my
special types. Yenta the matchmaker.
Oh, Rob, I've got the perfect match for your son.
Who is it?
Rochelle, the shoemaker's daughter.
Rochelle. But she can hardly see. She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, LeBron. Is your son so much to look at? The way she sees and the way he looks. It's a perfect match.
And Nahum the beggar.
Alms for the poor, alms for the poor. Here, Nahum, is 1 kopeck. 1 kopeck? Last week you gave me 2 kopeck. I had a bad week. So if you had a bad week, why should I suffer?
And most important, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
Blessing for the Tsar? Of course. Bless and keep the Tsar far from us.
And then there are the others in our village. They make up a much bigger circle. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Priest, His Honor many, many others. We don't bother them, and so far they don't bother us. And among ourselves, we get along perfectly well. Of course, there was that time when he sold him a horse, but delivered a mule. But that's all settled now. We live in simple peace and harmony. And by the way, he tells me it was a mule. It was a horse.
A meal.
A horse.
all day long, right on top of that wagon, like a prince.
Mama, you know Papa works hard.
His horse works harder. You don't have to defend your Papa to me. I know him longer than you. He could drive them crazy. He shall live and be well. Princess, bring me some more potatoes. Papa, did you finish milking?
Yes, Mama.
You were reading again. Why did you go half through? Will it get her about her husband? Here.
Mama, Yenta's coming. She's down the road. Maybe she's found a match for you, Saito.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Why does she have to come now? It's almost Sabbath.
Go finish in the barn. I want to talk to Yenta alone.
Ooh, Mama, can I go out and play?
You have feet, go.
Can I go too?
Go to.
Papa, the men she finds. The last one was so old and he was bald. Mama, he has no hair.
A poor girl on a diary can't be so particular. You want hair? Marry a monkey.
After all, Mama, I'm not yet 20 years old and
Do you have to boast about your age? Do you want to tend to leave alive? Outside.
Once in a lifetime news. Where are your daughters? Outside now? Good. Such diamonds, such jewels. You'll see, Golda. I'll find every one of them a husband. But you shouldn't be so picky. Even the worst husband, God forbid. It's better than no husband, God forbid. And who should know better than I? After my poor husband died, I've been a widow, alone. Nothing to say to anyone. It's no life. All I do at night is think of him. And even thinking of him gives me no pleasure. Believe me, he's a good person. But everything we touch turns to mud. But better than nothing.
Golda, is Idle home?
But she's busy. You can come back later.
But I'd like to talk to her.
Later.
Oh, Waddle, I thought I heard you.
Finish what you were doing. I said later.
All right.
What does that poor Tevya want to recital?
They've been friends since they were babies together. They talk, they play.
They play? What do they play?
Who knows? They're just children.
From such children come other children.
Mom, nothing. Yes, you said you had news.
Ah, children, children, they are your blessing in your old age. But my Aaron, he couldn't give me children. Believe me, he was good as gold, never raised his voice, but he wasn't much of a man. So, anyway, I must be going to prepare my poor Sabbath table. And it was a pleasure talking our hearts out to each other, Golda.
Yes, Pat. You said you had news for me.
Oh, I'm losing my head. One day, it will fall off altogether, and a horse will kick it into the mud and go bite it. Of course, the news. It's about Laser Wolf, the butcher, a good man, a fine man. And I don't have to tell you, he's well off. True, true. So, but he's learning. But to make it short, out of the whole town, he's cast his eye on Zeitel.
My title?
No, the Czar's Zeitel. Of course, your Zeitel.
Oh, such a match for my title. But wait, Tevya wants a learned man. He doesn't like laser.
Listen to me, Golda. Send Tevya to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Laser discuss it himself. He's a good man. A wealthy man. True, true. So, it gives me such satisfaction to make people happy. And what better satisfaction is there? And don't worry, Laser will pay the fee. So goodbye, Golda.
Goodbye, Anna.
Oh, hello, Zeitel.
Mama, what did she want?
When I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish doing the laundry.
lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't very nice. It's enough that you pick on me, Tevya. Bless him with 5 daughters, a life of poverty. What have you got against my horse? You know? I think when it gets too quiet up there, you look down and say to yourself, let's see what kind of mischief I can play on my friend Tevya today.
So, you're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith's for the Sabbath.
Well, hurry up. The sun won't wait for you. I have something to say to you.
Heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send the cure. We've got the sickness already. I'm not really complaining, of course. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. You've made many, many poor people, God. And I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor. But it's no great honor either. So what would be so terrible if I had just a small fortune? If I were a rich man, yibba-dibba-dibba-deedle-deedle-diddle-diddle-da. All day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. Yibba-dibba-dibba-deedle-deedle-diddle-diddle-da. If I were a bitty-bitty rich diddle-diddle-deedle-diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can, and each loud land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, diddle-deedle-diddle-digga-digga-deedle-diddle-da. All day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle-deedle-diddle-digga-digga-deedle-diddle-da. If I were a bitty-bitty rich diddle-diddle-deedle-diddle man, I see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock boy with a hat she's in, screaming at the servants day and night, "You there, fetch some water!" The most important men in town will come to fun on me. They would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the wise. If you please, Tevya, pardon me, Tevya, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. Yada die 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 die. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. Ah, that would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, diddle-deedle-diddle, dig-a-dig-a-deedle-diddle-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle-deedle-diddle, dig-a-dig-a-deedle-diddle-dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
There he is! You forgot my order for the summit.
I know, Mordecai. I had a little accident with my horse.
Tevya, you forgot the rabbi's order.
I know, Red Mendel, I know.
You forgot my order.
Tevya, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa!
Speaking of news, terrible news in the outside world. Terrible.
What is it? What does it say?
In a village called Rajunka, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land. Maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen.
Why don't you ever bring us some good news?
I only read it. It was an edict issued by the authorities.
May the authorities start itching in places they can't read.
Amen.
I can curse them. What good does your cursing do? You sit here with idle chatter and you'll talk yourself right into the grave. Excuse me, you're not from this village? No. Where are you from? I'm from Kiev. I was a student at the university. Ah, the university. Is that where you learn to disrespect your elders? That's where I learned there's more to life than talk. You can't ignore what's happening in the outside world. Why should I bang my head about the outside world? Let them bang their own heads.
He's right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it will land in your face.
That's ridiculous. You should know what's going on in the outside world.
He's right.
He's right and he's right. How can they both be right?
You know, you're also right.
He's right. He's split behind the ears. Excuse me. Good Sabbath, David.
Good Sabbath. So you're a newcomer here, Fred.
Perching.
Ah, Perchik. As Abraham said, I'm a stranger in a strange new land.
Moses said that.
Forgive me. As King David put it, I'm slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
You know, for a man with a slow tongue, he sure said an awful lot.
My cheese!
Of course. Would you like a piece?
I'm no beggar.
Please, for my sake, it's a blessing.
Very well. For your sake.
Thank you. You know, it's no crime to be poor.
In this world, it's the rich that are the criminals. Someday their wealth will be ours.
That sounds nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
And who will make this miracle come to pass?
People, ordinary people,
Like you?
like me.
Nonsense.
And until your golden day comes, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
5 daughters.
5?
Daughters.
Girls are people too. Girls should learn.
Radical.
I would be willing to teach them. Open their minds to great new thoughts.
What great new thoughts.
Well, the good book has many good lessons for our time.
I'm a very poor man. Food for lessons? Good. Then you shall stay the Sabbath with us. We don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the good book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly say that, but somewhere in there says something about chicken. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children.
Good Sabbath, Papa.
Project, this is my oldest daughter.
Ah, good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a very pleasant daughter.
I have 5 very pleasant daughters. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. That's not mine, but this is. This is not mine. This is Michael Consoil, and he's
So,
here.
your distant favorite came in.
This is also mine. Golda, this is Perchik. He's a teacher. Would you guys like to take lessons from him?
I'm really a good teacher. I'm really very good.
I once heard that the rabbi who has praised himself has a congregation of 1.
Your daughter has a very quick and witty tongue.
The which she gets from me, as the good book says.
The good book can wait. Get washed.
The tongue she gets from her mother.
You're all 3 with us? Of course, another blessing. Cycle 2 more. Princess, get washed.
Mama can help me.
All right, Pablo, you go too. You can wash her up the well. Tevya, I have something to say to you.
Why should today be any different?
Tevya, I have to tell you.
I'm praying.
Basil wants to see you.
The butcher? About what?
I don't know. Only that he says it's important.
What can be so important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, see him and talk to him.
About what? If he's thinking about buying my new milk cow, he can forget it.
Tevya, don't miss a job. A man sends an important message. At least we can talk to him.
About what?
Talk to him.
All right. After the Sabbath, I'll talk to him.
Model, Yantua's here.
I saw her.
If they agree on someone, then we'll be matched and it will be too late for us.
Don't worry. I found a friend who's coming and she's so cheap. In a few weeks, I'll have enough money to buy it. Then your father will be invested.
A few weeks may be too late.
What else can I do to win?
You could ask my father for my hand tonight. Now.
Zidolf, your father says no. That's it. Why should he consider me? I'm only a poor tailor.
And I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
He says no. That's it. It's fine. He'll yell at me.
Otto!
I'm only a poor tailor.
Even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
True.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk to him.
It's late! Where is everybody? Late!
That's Tevya.
What is it? Come in, children. We're lighting your candles.
That's Tevya.
What is it? Well, Mom, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Tevya.
Good Sabbath.
this, Rosie? Getting ready for a party. Maybe even a wedding.
A wedding!
Wonderful! But we have to make the wedding. The dance for a little fee, actually. Naturally, a wedding is no wedding without you and your fee.
Good evening, innkeeper. Good evening. We'd like a drink. Sit down.
Lucy, I'll cook, not glasses.
Good evening!
What are you doing here so early?
He wants to buy my new milk cow. Good evening, Red Blazer.
Ah, Tevya, sit down. Have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it, Mr. Tevya?
How should it go?
You all right?
And you?
Same.
Sorry to hear that.
How's your brother-in-law in America?
I believe he's doing quite well.
You wrote you?
Not lately.
Then how do you know?
If he were doing badly, he would write. May I?
I suppose that you know why I wanted to see you tonight.
I do, and there's no use in talking about it.
Why not?
Why, yes. Why should I get rid of her?
Well, you have a few more about her.
I see. Today you want one, tomorrow you may want two.
What would I do with two?
The same as you do with one.
Tevya, this is very important.
Why is it so important to you?
Frankly, because I am lonesome.
What in the world are you talking about?
You don't know?
We're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy from me?
Milk cow, I won't be lonesome.
What's so funny?
I was talking about your daughter. Your daughter Zeitel.
My daughter Zeitel?
Of course, your daughter Zeitel. I see her in my butcher shop every Thursday. She's made a good impression on me. I like her. And as for me, Tevya, as you know, I'm really well off. I have my own house, I have my own store, and a good servant. Look, Tevya, why do we have to try and impress each other? Let's just shake hands and call it a match. And you won't need a dowry for her. And perhaps you'll find something in your own purse, too.
My own purse? Shame on you! My title is not the sort I would sell for money.
All right, sit down. Just as you say, we won't talk about money. The main thing is, let's get this done. I will be good to her. I like her. What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think? I've never liked him. Why should I? Sure, you can have a fine conversation with him if you're talking about kidneys and livers. But not everybody has to be a scholar. If you're rich enough, nobody will think you're stupid. And with a butcher, my daughter will surely never know hunger. But he has a problem. He's much older than her. That's her problem. She's much younger than him. That's his problem. I've always thought of him as just a butcher. Perhaps I misjudged him. He is a good man, and he will try to make my daughter happy. What do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Oh, Tevya, that's wonderful. Let's drink.
Why not? To you.
No, my friends.
To you. To the both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreement. To our prosperity. To our good health and happiness. And most important, to life, the higher. The higher, to life. Here's to the Father,
to me. Here's to my bride to be.
Drink the Hayam to life, the Hayam. The Hayam to life. Life has a way of confusing us, blessing and losing us. Drink the Hayam to life. God would like us to be joyful even when our hearts lie panting on the floor.
How much more can we be joyful when there's really something to be joyful for?
To life, the Hayam. To Zeitel, my daughter,
My wife! It gives you something to think about.
it is something to drink about.
Drink the Hayam
To life.
Red Mordecai!
Yes, sir, for both.
Drinks for everybody!
Hey!
What's the occasion? I've taken myself a bride!
Who would marry you?
Tevia's oldest. Zeitel!
To Lazarus. To Tevya.
My wife!
May your futures be pleasant ones, not like the present ones. Drink the Hayam to life, the Hayam. The Hayam to life. It takes a wedding to make a saint. Let's live another day. Drink the Hayam to life. We'll raise a glass and sip a drop of schnapps in honor of the great good luck that favored you. We know that when good fortune favors to such accessories, then we deserve it too. To us and our good fortune, be happy, alive. And if our good fortune never comes, here's to whatever comes. Drink the Hayam to life.
Tevya. Marrying your daughter.
Yes?
That will make a family.
Oh, family.
You will be my papa.
Your papa! I always wanted a son. Maybe one a bit younger than you, but you'll do.
Hey, good evening, Constable.
Ah, and what's the celebration?
Tevya's marrying off his oldest daughter's son.
Tevya, may I offer my congratulations?
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
Tevya, I have a piece of news I want to tell you as a friend. I'm giving you this news because you're a decent, honest person, even though you're a Jewish dog.
How often does a man get a compliment? Like that. Anyways, your news?
I have received an order that there will be a little unofficial demonstration.
A pogrom? Here?
No, not a pogrom. Just a little, unofficial demonstration.
How little?
Nothing much. Just so that if an inspector comes through, he's seen that we have done our duty. Honestly, I don't know why they have to put the trouble between you people. Well, I figured I could tell you and you could tell the others.
Thank you, Your Honor. If I do say so myself, it's too bad you were not born a Jew.
That's why I like you, Tevya. Always joking. And congratulations again on your daughter.
Thank you. Dear God, did you have to send me news like that on today of all days? I know we are your chosen people, but couldn't you choose someone else every once in a while? Anyways, thanks for sending a husband for my title. L'chaim. Flipping music.
Now, children, today I will teach you the lesson of Jacob and Laban from the good book. And then when I'm finished, we shall discuss. All right? All right. Now, Laban had 2 daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel. And Jacob fell in love with the beautiful Rachel. So, he agreed to work for Laban 7 years. Now, ask me if Laban was a mean man.
Was Laban a mean man?
He was an employer. Now, once Jacob had worked for 7 years, Laban pulled a dirty trick. You know what he did? He gave Jacob the ugly daughter, Leah, to marry. So in order to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work 7 more long years. So, we are clearly taught through the good book, never trust an employer. Do you understand me?
Yes, Bridget. Yes,
Very good. Now,
Papa isn't up yet?
No, Mama.
Then enough lessons. We have to do Papa's work today. How long can he sleep? He started home last night and fell into bed like a dead man. I couldn't get a word out of him. Put that away and clear the barn. Call me when Papa gets up.
That was a very interesting lesson, Perchik.
you think so?
Yes, but I'm not sure the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
Rather, I suppose, with the rabbi's son.
My little sisters have big tongues.
What do you know of him aside from the fact that he is the rabbi's son? Would you be as interested if he were the tinsmith's son or a shoemaker's son?
Well, at least I know he doesn't have any big ideas about turning the world upside down.
Any new idea would seem unusual to you. Remember, the Lord said, let there be light.
Yes, but he wasn't talking to you personally.
Perhaps even a little intelligent.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain without curiosity? It's a rusty tool. Good day.
You know they have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully to a girl, but I'm sure that's much too traditional for an advanced thinker like yourself.
Tradition always must never change.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing everywhere, but here, men and women must keep apart. Men study, women in the kitchen. Boys and girls must not look at each other, must not interact at all.
I'm looking at you.
You're very brave, Otto. Did you know that in the city, boys and girls can interact without the permission of a matchmaker? They hold hands. They dance new dances. Like this one.
good thing.
Princess Bielka. Now, what's her name?
Harvel, Papa.
Where's Zeitel?
She's in the barn.
Go fetch her out, will you? Ah, Red Perchik, how did lessons go today?
I think we made a very good beginning.
Ah, it's finally up! What happened last night? He said you could feel like a puzzle. Did you see this all? Do you have news?
Patience, woman. As the good book says, good news will stay and bad news will refuse to leave. And there's another saying that goes,
You would die from such a man!
Ah, Zeitel, my lamb. You are to be congratulated. You're going to be married.
Married!
What do you mean, Papa?
Major Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it!
The butcher?
Oh, my heart told me it was a lucky day. Oh, dear God, I thank thee! I thank thee!
And what do you say to this blessing, Zeitel?
What can she say? He's like a bride. May you grow old with him in fortune and honor. Not from it there. That first woman, yes, she was a better woman. May she have peace. Not like my Zeitel. And now, I must say Yenta. My Zeitel, the bride!
Mazel tov, Zeitel. Mazel tov. Oh, she has hair.
What kind of a mazel tov was that? And Perchik, don't you have something to say to my daughter?
Congratulations for getting a rich man.
What is wrong with being rich?
Money's the world's curse.
And may the Lord smite me with it, and may I never recover. Zeitel knows, only for her welfare. Am I right, Zeitel?
Yes, Papa.
You see?
I see. Mazel tov.
Why are you so quiet?
Papa,
What is it?
I don't want to marry her, Papa. I can't marry her, I can't.
What do you mean you can't? If I say you will, you will!
It's a matter of money. I'll do anything. I'll hire myself out as a servant. I'll dig ditches. I'll haul rocks.
What's wrong with Blazer Wolf? He likes you.
I'll be unhappy with him. All my life I will be unhappy.
But we made an agreement. And with us, an agreement is an agreement is an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, don't force me.
All right, I won't force you. Get up. It seems it was not ordained that you should have all the comforts in life, or that your mother and I should have any joy in our old age.
Tevya, I have something to say to you.
Later, model, later.
Red Tevya, I'd like to talk to you.
Not now, I have problems.
That's why I'm here. I think I can help.
Certainly. Like a bandage can help a corpse.
Just listen to him, Papa, please.
You have a tongue, talk.
I hear you're arranging a match for Zeitel.
He also has ears.
Oh, I have a match.
What kind of match?
Perfect match.
Perfect match?
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
And made exactly to measure.
A perfect match, like a glove, made to measure. Quit talking like a tailor and tell me who it is already!
Tevya, please don't yell at me.
Who is it?
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 Me! Myself.
Him? Himself? No. I thought you were completely crazy or you've lost your mind. You must be crazy.
I know that being my
matchmaker's a little unusual.
Unusual? It's absurd! Who do you expect to be? The bridegroom? The guests? The musicians all rolled into one? I suppose you'll even want to perform the ceremony!
Please don't shadow me, Tevya. Times are changing. The thing is that your daughter and I gave each other a pledge over a year ago that we would be married.
You gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa. We gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of! Absurd! Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America? And what do you think you're doing? You stitcher! You nothing! Who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things I cannot, I will not allow. Tradition. Marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This should never be changed. One little time I pull out a prop, and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Does anyone have to ask a man anymore so far has no say in who his daughter marries?
Been wanting to ask you for some time now, Tevya, but I wanted to save it for a new sewing machine first.
Quit talking nonsense. You're just a poor tailor.
Even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Tevya. Doctor, I'll stop.
He's beginning to talk like a man. On the other hand, what kind of match would that be? A poor tailor. On the other hand, he is an honest, good, hard worker. But on the other hand, he has nothing, absolutely nothing. But on the other hand, things couldn't get much worse. They could only get better. They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Look at my daughter's face. She loves him. She wants him. And look at my daughter's eyes. So hopeful. Tradition! Very well, children. When shall we make the wedding?
Thank you, Papa.
Just what I do.
Thank you, Tevya. Thank you. I promise you, you will not be sorry.
I won't be sorry. I'm sorry already!
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
Gold. What am I going to do about gold? Help!
Father, you were wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles. God took in Daniel once again. Stood by his side and miracle of miracles. Walked him through the lion's den.
Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles. I was afraid that God would frown. But like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall come down.
When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle.
When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle.
miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay God has made a man today.
Wonder, wonder, miracle of miracles, God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around, and miracle of miracles led him to the promised land.
When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle.
When God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too.
But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought would never be. God has given you to me.
Where is she? She was here just a minute ago. Roma Sarah, the butcher's dead wife, of course.
What are you talking about? Melissa has been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Tell me what you dreamt. I will tell you what it meant.
It was terrible.
Tell me.
All right. Only don't be frightened. All right, here's the dream. In the beginning, I was at a celebration of some sort. Everyone we knew was there. Musicians, too. In the middle of the dream, in walks your grandmother Zeitel. May she rest in peace.
How did she look?
For a woman dead 30 years, I thought she looked pretty good. Naturally, I greeted her. She said to me,
A blessing on your head.
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
To see a doctor wed.
mazel tov, mazel tov.
And such a son-in-law, like no one ever saw. The tailor Mazel Tov.
Motto.
A worthy boy is he.
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
Of pious family.
mazel tov, mazel tov.
They named him after mine. Your uncle Mordecai. The tailor Mazel Tov.
A tailor? She must have heard wrong. She meant the butcher.
I'll tell her. You must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor. You mean the butcher, Grandma, by the name of Laser Wolf.
No! I mean the tailor, Tevya. Grandchild, my little Rachel, who you named for me. Marvel's bride was meant to be. For such a match I prayed.
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
In heaven it was made.
mazel tov, mazel tov.
A couple
It's an evil spirit. May it fall into the river. May it sink into the earth. It's a dark and horrible dream. And to think it was brought on by that butcher. And if my grandmother's cycle may show some peace. Took the trouble to come all the way from beyond the grave to tell us about the tailor. All we can say is for the best. It would possibly be the better. Amen.
Amen.
A blessing on your head, mazel tov, mazel tov. My grandma likes to say, mazel tov, mazel tov. We'll have a son-in-law like no one ever saw. The tailor mazel concord.
We haven't got the man
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
we had when we began.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
But since your grandma came, she'll marry. What's his name?
The tailor mazel concord.
The tailor mazel comes on. The tailor mazel comes on. The tailor mazel comes on. Thank you.
Did you hear? Tevya Zyle's marrying Marvel, not Laser Wolf.
No.
Yes.
Cycle's married Motto?
Yeah, I know.
I thought you was married Laser.
Me too.
What's all these cycles?
Tevya Cycle is marrying...
I know. Laser Wolf, the butcher.
No, Mottle, the tailor.
Mottle the tailor. That's terrible.
I know.
Imagine, Cycle marrying Motto. I can't believe it.
What's wrong with my boy Motto?
Sorry, Steindale. Mazel tov.
Well, Liz Wolf ordered that blood. It's not cheap.
I got his wife, I can get it back.
Okay. Come on, I'll show you.
Hubba, you watch the store for a bit.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Come on, come.
Mazel tov, Papa.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov, Papa. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
Mazel tov, Papa. Mazel tov.
Thank you very much.
Mazel tov, Papa.
Please,
Mazel
may I
tov.
pass?
Why? We're just congratulating you, Marvel.
Mazel tov, Papa. Mazel tov.
All right, stop
What's wrong with you, Fietka?
it. Just stop it.
Now listen here, Fietka.
Goodbye, Sasha. I said goodbye. I'm sorry about that. I mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
I've often seen you at the booksellers. Not many girls in this village like to read. I have a book here. Would you like to read this one?
No, thank you.
Why not? Is it because I'm not Jewish? Do you feel about me the way they feel about you? I didn't think so.
What do you know about me?
Let me tell you about myself. I'm an honest man, quite bright, charming, honest, ambitious, and very modest.
I don't think you should be talking that way.
I have to do things I shouldn't. Go ahead, say it. It's by Heinrich Heine. It's Jewish, I believe.
That doesn't matter.
Good. You're right. After you've finished, we can talk about it a while, and then we can talk about life and how we feel about things. It can all turn out quite pleasant.
Get Can I do something for you?
No, thank you.
You forgot your book.
No.
It's mine.
Good day, Hava.
Good day.
Fiedka.
Good day, Fiedka.
As he said, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I'm giving the newlyweds 5 chickens.
5 chickens?
One for each of the first 5 Sabbaths of their wedded life.
You're a decent man, Trailblazer. On behalf of my daughter and her new husband, I accept your gift. There's a famous saying that goes...
Tevya, I'm not marrying your daughter. I don't have to listen to your sayings.
But if you only listen a moment, I was just going to say...
Why should I listen to you? A man who breaks an agreement.
Blazer, not in the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to talk.
What right? This is not your wedding!
It should have been!
Don't shame Tevya at his daughter's wedding.
He shamed me in front of the entire village!
Sir, sir, sir.
You heard the wise words of the rabbi. Sit down.
Now, I'd like to sing a little song that has been in my family.
And you can keep your deceased chicken!
Why, chickens out the way out of here!
We drank on it. They had an agreement, a sign. It's all ridiculous. The truth is, Zayt wanted to marry Mom, not Laser Wolf.
You know the sign for herself?
Why shouldn't she? They love each other.
Well, terrible. He's a radical.
What happens to the matchmaker?
I say!
I know. Let's all sit down.
Musicians play. A dance, a dance. Come on, dance. It's a wedding.
Some wedding.
What's he doing?
Courtship! It's no sin to dance at a wedding.
Look with a girl. That's what comes from bringing the wild man into your house.
He's not a wild man. His ideas are a little crazy, but
it just is.
It's no sin. Ask the rabbi.
well, Rabbi,
Searching? It's not exactly forbidden.
there it's not forbidden.
And it's not a sin. So who will dance?
It's just a dance, Mama.
Look at Tevya's daughter. She's dancing with a man.
And I'm going to dance with my wife.
I'm going to dance with my wife.
I see I came at a bad time, Tevya. But the orders are for tonight, for the whole village. Go on, play. I said play. All right, Ben. I'm genuinely sorry. You understand. Of course.
Take him into the house.
What are you all standing around for? Clean this mess up.
We will now have a 10-minute intermission. We have